I'm going to start this day 514 with a good news. We got our first viral with this style on Vitaglow, almost 500k views, and now let's get into how much it actually generated. Yes, that's it. But then if you actually watch the video and you look at the comments, you see that it's mainly kids commenting. So you understand that the audience is not the best. And then if you see at the analytics on Shopify, the countries are not the best. I think, yeah, around 50% is from India, which is not great, of course. So this is one of the reasons why it didn't convert. I think the video itself is all right. Like it goes clearly into the product, goes into a problem, solution. So it's great. I know what to work on next, but we can still do better and we need to go viral on Instagram. That said, my name is Gabriel. Welcome back to the channel. In these videos, I document my journey from 0 to 1, whatever that one means. For me, means keeping my freedom up. I want to start approaching YouTube a little bit differently because even though it doesn't really take me much time, I make just one video every 2 weeks. I feel like I could utilize YouTube in a better way. So for example, I can utilize it to get better at speaking in front of the camera, get better at just organizing my thoughts and put them out in a clear way. And how do I do this? I do this by not editing the videos, which means moving forward, I will not make all of those small cuts in between when I speak, because I want to learn how to speak better. And I feel like if I have in the back of my mind that, oh, okay, I can just edit it later, I don't put as much thought when I'm actually talking. So I think it's, yeah, you see, I really don't know what to say, but I think it's really, fuck. I think it's, I think it's gonna be interesting, and again, it's gonna give me the opportunity to get better on this side, because I also thought about it. Like, I don't see YouTube as something that is gonna become like I'm not gonna become a YouTuber soon, so I don't really care about making high quality, perfect videos. For me, it's about documenting my life at the end of the day, and being able to look back at it, and being able to have people look back at it and just see my whole progression, because I really like how other people did this, and I think it can be a cool thing to do. So I'm just gonna do this and we'll see how it turns out. I'm still gonna make like small cuts, but I don't wanna make all of those like cuts in between everything. So this is just kind of how I wanna approach it moving forward. Today is Sunday. Yes, Sunday, March 29th. It's almost, March is almost ended. Like it's almost been 3 months since the end of the year, and I feel like I'm not getting much done, even though on some level I am, but I could be getting way more done. So yeah, first of all, before I get into the whole thing and I start rambling, what do I do? Yeah, you see, what do I do? I have an e-commerce brand, and I'm just getting that launched. The first sale that you saw is from that. It's not like the first sale of the brand, but at this point, yeah, in like 6 months is probably the first sale. So it's great. It's giving me some small wins, you know. It's always like the first sales, you get them good. As actually is the first sale from the US. So that's great, because it's the first sale that I say, all right, this comes from the market I'm actually selling to. And I think now it's going to be interesting. That said, Vitaglow is a shower filter brand, and I started looking for these products at this point 1 year ago. I feel like it's taking a lot of time, but I'm also not focusing 100% on it. For example, for the past 2 weeks, probably 1 week and a half, I haven't made any video, and I haven't worked on Vitaglow basically. I just worked on my other thing, and now that we are into it, let's say what's my other thing? It's just working at Exchange Life, which is this custom jewelry brand, travel brand, accessory brand, however you want to call it. It's really great. I'm learning a lot, growing a lot, but it's also really demanding. And I feel like I'm not good enough yet at doing things quickly and doing them well. So this is something I'm really noticing. I've always not necessarily knew this, but I always saw this. But then this past week is like things that should take me 10 minutes take me like 1 hour. So I'm kind of wondering, all right, then what do I do in that 1 hour? Like, is it that I think? Is it that I don't know how to go about it? Is it that I don't use the right tools? So, for example, AI, things like this, like, what am I doing wrong? Or is it just that when I do this, when I do a task, I then look out of the window or I get distracted? Because if it is that, it's easily fixable. But I feel like it's not that, because I don't always do that. Sometimes, yes, like when I'm a little bit, um, when it's kind of like the end of the day, I do get a little bit more distracted, of course. But first, I had put at least like 8 hours of good work. But the good work still includes like some task that it took me 1 hour instead of 30 minutes or things like this. So I'm really trying to understand these aspects and get better. I have the founder of Exchange I've really pushing me on this, and yeah, I just feel like shit about it, to be honest, because um, I feel really retarded about it. It's like, oh, I'm so slow. Well, you can do this super quick. So I'm I need to figure out how to bridge it. How to It's not that I need to figure out how to bridge the gap, because I don't think it's that. I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong or what I am not doing that he is doing, or that, yeah, that I don't know, maybe I'm just lazy. I don't know, but I need to figure it out, because it's not possible. Like, come on, I need to push myself and get better at that. This is like a pause where I need to think what I have to say next. Second big learning, or second big reminder actually, from the past 2 weeks, is that I should strive for perfection in every single thing I do. And I've never really done this, because I come from a mindset of, all right, I'd rather get started even though the thing is not perfect, and then perfection it later, like make it perfect later. But I've noticed that I get started, but then I never really get it perfect later. Like, I never really put more thoughts later, because in my head it's like, oh yeah, when I got started, I actually already did it well, which is not true. So I really need to also not put more thoughts behind this, but be more intentional about what I do. All right, I start this, for example, I start this YouTube channel, even though it's not perfect, and I make YouTube videos that are boring. All right, but how am I gonna go to perfection it and make it better? So, for example, right now, this YouTube channel is not a priority, so I'm not gonna make it perfect. But there are obvious things that I could do to make it perfect, or like to make it get more views or make it cooler, for example. So, really need to be more intentional about achieving perfection. Like, of course, you're not gonna achieve perfection, but already going towards it gets into a better place than just alphasing shit. So I am working on getting better at this, and really I'm printing in my head to just the word, like the 3 words, strive for perfection, because I don't want to be just, I don't want to build, for example, just another brand. No, I want to build a cool big brand. And to do that is not like just getting started is not enough, and doing things just for the sake of doing them is not enough. I need to strive for perfection in every single aspect of it. And this is valid for every single thing I do, especially when it's task that, like, especially when it's one-time task where you just do it once and then you just have to check in daily, let's say. That's very easy to do if you think about it. But then it's mental space, so maybe you push it back. So it's just good to do it ASAP. Connecting to this point, I am really connecting to this point, I'm really working on doing things ASAP, like doing things immediately. So, for example, there is this one task that keeps being into my head, and gets my mental space. What do? I just do it immediately. If it's quick, if it's not quick, I should write it down and do it as soon as I finish the task that I'm working on. So, giving a clear example, if I'm editing a video for Vitaglow, and then I think about, I have I have a random good idea for another script for Vitaglow. All right, I'm not gonna work on it. I'm gonna write it down, then go back to editing, and then once I finish editing, I check that idea. All right, is it still valid? Okay, yeah, then maybe we can develop it. This is probably more obvious with simpler tasks. So, for example, just sending out messages or having something get done better. But yeah, it's really a point that I'm working on and getting better myself, because it's really important, of course. You can't just being slow. The three main learnings, the three main, you can just half-ass it and push it. You can just push it back and then oh yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, because yeah, tomorrow you're gonna do the same. You're gonna say the same and you're not gonna do it. So another thing I'm doing is like every single time I have a task that I see that I keep pushing back for like 1 or 2 days, I take that task and I put it on top of my to-do list. So I know that the next day, if I still haven't done it today, the next day I'm gonna get it done first, because it's like I've pushed it for too long. I would say these are the three main learnings for these 2 weeks. So getting quicker and doing things without half-fussing them, always making them at my best. So quick and well. The second thing, the second thing, the second thing is, you see, I can't even think about what was the second thing. The second thing is strive for perfection. So never just half-ass things, or okay, I'm gonna get started in not I'm gonna get started even though it's not perfect, but then I'm gonna adjust it. Like I'm not gonna leave it there just because when I started I did it randomly. Like I need to get it better done. And third thing is doing things immediately, especially when it's a small task and one-time task. So, yep, these are the three main learnings from Exchange Live for the past 2 weeks. And to be honest, in the past 2 weeks, I really felt like shit many days, but it's good as it is, because I want to have high standards for myself. And these are probably not even high standards. These are like basic things that you need to have down if you want to get something going, if you want to get something big. So I'm willing to feel like shit right now, knowing that I'm getting better at it, even though I'm getting better really slowly. I feel like really for me to get better, it takes me a shit ton of time. So it makes me also kind of feel retarded about it, makes me feel stupid, even though I know I'm not and I'm learning from it. So I never repeat to myself that I'm retarded, because I am not. I always repeat to myself that I started actually from one podcast of Hudson De Grande, the founder of Comfort, this clothing brand right here, that he keeps repeating to himself that he's the best at e-commerce. All right, maybe I don't want to say that, but I can say something else. So, for example, I started saying to myself, I'm a task smashing machines that makes all tasks super quick and makes them super well. This one thing, for example, I think it's just cool. Like, it's a small thing that you keep repeating to yourself, or like strive for strive for perfection, strive for perfection. Like I'm keep repeating it to myself and reminding it to myself daily, so that I'm actually gonna do it as well. Because a learning is a learning if it changes your behavior. I really like this definition from Alex Hormozy, that you learn when that thing changes your behavior. If you didn't change anything, like if nothing changes, you didn't learn, you just consumed, or like you just, yeah, all right, I heard, I make sense, all clear, but then it's not clear. So really big points. This is it for the Exchange Live side. For Vitaglow, again, I should be working more on it. I haven't really worked much recently on it. I've prioritized Exchange Live on many things, and I've been slow on many things on Exchange Live. So again, if I figure out how to get quicker and make things really well by being quick, while being quick, then I will have also more time to focus on Vitaglow, for example. So it's all like, so worth it. It makes sense. Now, I am gonna say that the past 2 weeks, I also went around a little bit more. Like, I haven't really gone out I was talking in a video that I haven't really gone out in February. I didn't really do anything. In March, the first part of March, neither. So right now that I was in Chongqing, I was just going out, but probably a little bit too much. So, for example, was going out full afternoons, Saturday, Sunday, and then a little bit in the evening on Monday. So I did like 3 days in a row like that, and yeah, I'm not ready for that. Like people say that there is more to life than work, but I feel like for me right now, it makes sense to have more work than life. And it's not even that the work I do is something that I don't like, because I do like it. So it's kind of like work and life. And then if I go out once a week, it's all right. But it's always the concept of whatever you do it fully. So you go out, just go out, don't think about work. You work, just work, don't think about anything else. You go to the gym, just work out, don't think about anything else. It's very hard to do, I think, because I feel like we as humans, we just keep like thinking, having thoughts in our head, but then we could just be and live in the present moment. So learning to do that, and of course going out a little bit less as well. I basically just recorded for like 5 minutes, and I just noticed that I was not recording the audio with the microphone, so it all went lost. Just to make a recap, yesterday I went to a co-work that is really close by, like literally next building, but they don't have a good co-working area, so I'm not gonna stay there, and I'm not gonna get the office because I don't think spending 500 euros a month on an office, it makes sense right now. It doesn't make sense for me right now. Like, I'd rather go to cafes every day and just grind it from there. Like, I'm up for that compared to getting an office again for that. So that's an update on that. Second update is that I am working on like getting a good editor for Exchange Hive. So working on kind of learning this skill of hiring. And the founder of Exchange Hive kind of opened my eyes on this because I was going about it like the completely wrong way, or not the wrong way, but it was too simple. Like, it was not tailored, or you're joining for good, you're gonna make a lot of money with us and stuff. It was just kind of thrown out there, and indeed I was not finding any good editor. Now I changed, we have adjusted. He helped me a lot with this, of course, and now let's see if it's gonna come out good. Like, if you and now let's see if we find and now let's see if we found and now let's see if we find any good editor. So the way I'm going about this is just the way I'm going about this is just going on Behance and LinkedIn and looking at people's portfolios, Upwork as well, posting job posts, and just trying to find people. I just think it's boring to go through all the portfolios of people, but it's still like a good point the founder made is that it's still a good skill to learn. Like, if you want to grow your business, you need the right people. So if you're good at hiring the right people for your business, it's going to grow way faster because, again, you have the right people in place. So by no means I'm in the position that I need to hire people to scale my business, because I don't have a business basically right now. I'm not making sales, not making anything. But still, learning the skill from Exchange Hive, it's a good way to get started on this, so that when it will come the time to actually hire for my brand, for my business, I will already know how to go about this. Like, I don't have to figure it out, basically. Kind of a recap. Last thing I said is that I really thought the last 2 videos I posted on Vitaglow would have gone viral, but they didn't. So I've gotten maybe a little bit demotivated in the past couple of days, and I'm asking myself why I'm making these long videos where it takes me 3 hours to generate images, 2 hours to make clips, and then maybe 1 hour to edit the videos. Why am I doing this when other people are making 60K a month in revenue by just making simple TikToks that takes 1 hour a day? Like, it's just, I don't know, I'm just wondering about this, if I'm going in the right direction or not. I just know that the scripts and the execution is getting better. So I am happy of that, but I'm still not happy of how it's going, of course, because there is nothing going on. Like, the views are going up a little bit, but it's nothing that you say, oh, this is really good. So I can only say let's see. And just need to keep putting out things, I guess. And keep improving the scripts and the execution. Real thoughts from 21 years old who is really swinging it right now. I don't have any other words for this. I'm really swinging it, and I'm really delusional. I've spoken about this in many videos, and I think it's not bad. It's good being delusional. But then, of course, I need to put in the work, because I can be delusional all day long, manifesting everything, but it's not going to happen if I don't actually do the work and do the right work, because if I just do the work, but it's not work that actually moves something, I could have just done something else. So I really need to nail down the good things that I need to work on. The reason why I feel like this is because I just spent like $1,500 on flights, literally, for the next month. And it's not even that you think, oh, I got business. No, I didn't get business, bro. I just got a flight from China to Italy, and then from Italy to Brazil, and then from Brazil back, which you might say is not a lot of money. I agree, it's not a lot of money, but I kind of feel it. Being honest, like I don't want to let myself slack because I'm really like pushing it with money that I have. Like I'm not going in debt. I would not go in debt. I think it's wrong. Or like ask my parents. I wouldn't do that. But I'm really swinging it in terms of, oh, if something bad happens, and I need more money or my family needs more money, I'm not gonna have it. But I do not think that if I did not spend this money, then it would be better, because I'm spending this money to try to get better and grow as quick as possible. For example, I go to Brazil to stay 1 month with big scalers, which is great. Like if you're in that environment, how can you not become a big scaler, right? I feel it that I'm not making more than $2,000 a month, honestly. And on some ways, it's my fault. Like I could be making way more, even just by working 1 hour more a day on the right things instead of strolling around. So I'm not even entitled to talk about this because, for example, tomorrow I'm going to hang out. I should be working, but I'm here also to hang out with her. So I don't know, man. I said many times that only time will tell us how this is going to go, but I do not think that it is wrong. I just think that it's uncomfortable. So if it's uncomfortable, it's probably good. And I need to use this again as maybe not motivation, but as pushing myself to never slack, which is something that I'm really like focusing on doing. I do not scroll on Instagram or watch YouTube, but for example, sometimes I look out of the window, which or like stay a lot thinking on my journal, which you can say that it's not bad, but it's not doing the work still. So in those terms, it's not doing the work. It's not doing what's gonna bring money. So yeah, I don't know. Just felt like talking about this a little bit is just real thoughts. I think like this is what's going on in my mind right now. It's almost 9 p.m. here. I'm making some clips and videos for the new Vitaglow video that I'm making. It's taking too long again. Like yesterday, I didn't work on Vitaglow, so I'm working a little bit more today. Still, in like 30 minutes, I just wanted to go to the gym and then keep working. It's not bad. Like I like this. I like this. It's just having more patience because I feel like I'm not getting like any result, especially from Vitaglow. I'm not getting any result. From Exchange Drive, it's already a business, so it doesn't need me to get more results. It can need me to get more results. So I'm working on that definitely. But I don't think I'm there yet. Like I didn't bring anything so valuable yet in 1 year that I worked there. So I know that I'm gonna bring it now because I kind of unlocked myself in terms of, all right, for example, the creators don't know much. Let me give them all my knowledge. Like I thought about it. I literally spent $20,000, $25,000 in just mentorships and courses. Like it fucking took me 3 years to learn this skill of going viral and making good content. So why I don't use it at my maximum potential? Feels tough, even though it's not tough. Like literally before I spent 1 hour on looking for flights and like buying flights. So it's not a tough life. It's just that you don't know. Like it's this uncertainty, how this is gonna turn out, how it's gonna be, and I'm not gonna stay here thinking about how can I predict the future? How can I do this, do that? No, because I can't. I can just do what it's my control, which is working and putting in the work. As I said, good work. So this is really my focus right now. I'll update you as I go. See you guys. So I always tell our creators they need to go the extra mile with content. So I'm going the extra mile. I got her some flowers and then a little Snoopy. This little Snoopy costed almost like the flowers. I made her like a hearted paper with a thing written in Chinese inside. It's my first time writing in Chinese. Simplified characters I've never written in my life, and I've written. I didn't even use like a square paper, which is the one you have to start with. Just went bare and some random shit. I didn't do this for me, to be honest. I didn't want to do it. I am doing this for her because if she cares, it's alright. I can do it. I don't always have to do what I think is best. In this case, I should do what she thinks is best because this is for her. So if I get her a flower that I think is beautiful, maybe she thinks it's shit. So I surely understand that and get the right flowers, for example. I fucked up again. Lots of shit I just kept putting off day by day. Didn't do it and fucked it up. Now I just work through some of the things. It's 3 a.m. right now. It's good as it is. But it's not about putting in the work right now like this. It's just about keep being on top of things. And I was kind of asking myself how I do this. And I mean, it's the easiest thing ever. I just need to write it down. I have no idea why I haven't wrote down certain things. Like, really, it should have been obvious. And I didn't do it. Just put them off and like let them slip off my mind. Just not good, of course. At my speed, I'm never gonna be able to build a big business. Because I'm just too slow on acting. I'm just never on top of things, on everything. And if I behave like this, how can I think to lead a business? Like, I can't think of it because it's not possible. If I am the head of the business, it means that I am the one that needs to be on top of things. And the one that pushes everyone to be fast and quick. And I can't even do it with the amount of things I have to do right now, which is like probably half of everything. Even less. Thursday, 26th. Oh damn, I'll do edit my video tomorrow. It's 11:40 a.m. I just woke up. Yesterday I went to sleep at like 4 a.m. I'm a bit tired of this timing, to be honest. Like I wanna go to sleep earlier and wake up earlier. I don't like waking up fucking at 12 p.m. where basically half your day is already like kind of gone. So yeah, I just don't like this. So today I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna go to sleep earlier and wake up earlier. Yesterday I didn't even manage to go to the gym because I wanted to finish one task on Exchange Live. But now it's done, and that was kind of like a one-time task. Now it's about constant check-in, but it's quicker. I got one viral on Vitago. This was it for day 514. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully this new direction will go well, and actually hopefully it's just gonna get me better in speaking in front of the camera and just getting my thoughts down better instead of just, oh yeah, in the back of my mind I have the thought that I can edit it later. No, I can't. So I really need to think about everything I say before I say it. And I think it's gonna be really cool and really useful. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next week.